and then you cut 2 deep gashes in it. As you can see, these gashes are very deep. They go all the way down to the bone. And then I shall sprinkle salt. You need a teaspoon of salt for the 2.5 pounds of chicken on both sides of the chicken, and squeeze lemon. You'll need about 1 lemon in all for the entire 2.5 pounds. And once you've done that, you rub this marinade. This is the first marinade for the chicken. You rub it in properly on both sides, and then you let the chicken sit for 20 minutes. While it sits for 20 minutes, I shall make the second marinade. For the second marinade, I have here a food processor. You can use a blender, that'll work just as well. And into it, I'm going to put in 3/4 pint of plain yogurt. Now, plain yogurt used to be used originally to tenderize the chicken, so you don't need to do it for that reason anymore. It's just for the flavor. I'll put in all the yogurt, 3/4 pint of plain yogurt. Get it all out. And then also, I'm going to put in half an onion, which has been very coarsely chopped. I shall put in also 1 clove of garlic. And then I'm going to put in some fresh ginger. Now, ginger is something you may not be too familiar with. This is what ginger looks like. It's really like a potato that went a bit haywire. It has all kinds of knobs sticking out from different sides. And I just cut off a piece of this ginger, peel it. I need about a 3/4 inch cube. So when it's peeled and cut, the pieces look something like this. And then I shall also use green chili. Now, chilies are hot, and they come in various sizes. You can get them large, like this, or you can get them small. You can use them if they're green or if they turn red. It doesn't really matter. The red just means that they've got ripe and they've changed color. For this recipe, I have here half a green chili, which has been fairly finely chopped. And when you chop it, there are seeds in the green chili, which are very hot. You can actually remove them if you want to. Otherwise, leave them in, but be very careful. If you chop them and it touches the tips of your fingers, then don't take your fingertips to your eyes or your lips, or it can burn, and that's not a very good feeling. So I shall put in the ginger as well as the green chili into this marinade. Then I also need some mixed spices. A lot of people think that all Indian food is very hot. Well, it isn't. What makes Indian food Indian really is a mixture, a blend of selected spices. So the selected spices for this particular recipe are something called garam masala. Combined, that's what they're called, garam masala. You can buy garam masala in a store, actually, ready-made, but I think it's much nicer if you make it yourself at home. So to make it at home, you need a tablespoon of cardamom seeds. These are a bit hard to find. It's easier to find the whole cardamom pods, which look like this, and you can actually peel them and get the seeds out. But it's easier to use the seeds, and if you want to get them, then there's a book that accompanies the series, and at the back it will list mail order sources where you can write in for the seeds. So this is here a tablespoon of cardamom seeds. Then I have a 2-inch stick of cinnamon. Also, there is cumin. This is just ordinary cumin. You could use black cumin if you like, but these are whole cumin seeds, and it's a teaspoon of them. I also have a teaspoon of whole cloves, a teaspoon of whole black peppercorns, and about 1/4 of a nutmeg. A nutmeg might seem something that's hard to crack, but it isn't. You just hit it lightly with a hammer.